Hello and welcome back. I'm Steve Clemens, editor-at-large of The Hill. Thanks for joining us for the second session of our timely and important discussion. Well, you're going to think of it as timely and important, but I think it's timely and important on Latina leadership to come this hour. We will hear from Latina members of Congress and leaders from healthcare, advocacy, and much more. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Telemundo and Centene, for their support of today's conversations. Before we get underway, a quick reminder, you can tweet us at The Hill Events using hashtag TheHillLatina. And I hope you tweet a lot. We're broadcasting live, and we'll take your questions throughout the program. And as with any live stream, if it goes wobbly, just push refresh, and all will be well. Over to you, Juleyka, for the first interview.
Thanks, Steve. Hi, everybody. Hope you had a good break. Our next guest, I'm actually really excited to talk to her, is Greisa Martinez Rosas. She's the executive director of United We Dream. Hey! And she leads more than 800,000 people in this organization, which is the largest immigrant youth-led network in the country. Hermana, bienvenida. It's so good to see you.
So good to see you.
All right, so you know I'm going to start with the headline, right? You and Kamala Harris in the same room. Give me the tea.
Oh my God, it was a dream come true. First off, I'm so excited to join you, to feel the spirit of Latinidad in this space and to really celebrate what it means to be Latina in power in this moment. You know, I have been sitting with what it's meant to have shared the moment with the first woman vice president in our history, and to talk to her about what she's been championing all along, undocumented immigrants having a pathway to citizenship for millions of undocumented people. And I'll tell you the truth that there was a moment where we first started where we just sat with the realization that the table was full of women in leadership, children of immigrants and immigrants ourselves, and how powerful not only of a symbol but also political power we were demonstrating there. So, we talked to her about the need to deliver citizenship through reconciliation, about the detentions and deportations that we're seeing in our community, but most of all of our shared commitment to delivering for undocumented people in the U.S.
Okay, so that's all wonderful, but you guys must be gearing up for some serious action because you guys typically don't let stuff slide. So tell me what United We Dream is doing to respond.
Yeah, so as some folks know, we just had an awful decision from a Texas judge that would say that the deferred action for childhood arrivals, DACA, is under attack again. And so what we're gearing up for is three different things. The first thing is that we're calling every single voter that came out for us or with us in 2020 through our United We Dream action to ensure that they call their member of Congress, that they call their elected official and say that we need immigration in the reconciliation package. The third thing is that we're gearing up for big mobilizations here as part of the We Are Home campaign in September and in August, because this is a hot summer to deliver for not only undocumented immigrants, but for working class families. A lot of those are Latinos in it. And the third piece is that we are flooding the channels with ads and communications talking about the urgency of this moment. And so you'll see us in the streets, you'll see us on your phones because we'll probably call you, and then you'll see us on TV or in other places where we're making sure that everybody knows that this is the year to deliver and that there are no excuses for our folks.
So I want to help you to help people who are trying to explain to older people, to more conservative people in their lives, why DACA matters to them. So give me that elevator pitch of tia, tío, mami, papi, this is why I'm going to the demonstration, because this is why DACA matters to you and why it matters to me.
Well, I mean, I'll say this, that the idea of a pathway to citizenship for immigrant young people, TPS holders, and farm workers is important for everyone, whether it's Democrats or Republicans. We just saw a poll that more than the majority of the American public know that it is time to deliver a pathway to citizenship. But to my tia, I say that there is no recovery from the wage or like what we have faced together with COVID without undocumented people being able to live their lives with a lot more stability, that there is no recovery in our economic environment without undocumented immigrants being able to have citizenship, and that at the end of the day, It's really simple. Undocumented people, immigrant young people are asking for the ability to be able to be free to move, free to say bye to their loved ones as they're passing away. And so all of us can believe in the ability for people to have the right to self-determination and decide how they want to live their lives. And so Tia, Theo, come join us this summer because we're ready to win.
All right, so I'm sure that the role that over 300,000 Latinos played in Georgia really gave you guys a lift. So talk to me about the significance of that, what on the grander scale may seem like 300,000, 350,000 voters, but in Georgia, it was a key difference maker.
It was a deciding vote. Georgia and Arizona. It was a reminder that long-term grassroots organizing, like the organizing that folks at Lucha have been doing in Arizona for years, like the work that Black women organizers have been doing in Georgia for decades, that stuff turns the page and turns history. And so, I think that it was really exciting to be able to be in conversations with the growing Latino electorate that is ready to make sure that people are talking to them, that we're investing time, that we're building relationships for the long term. And we all know that 22 is not far off. And the next presidential election, which could bring a reemergence of a Donald Trump administration or a Donald Trump light, is still on the table. And so it is up to our lives. It is up to each and every one of us to be able to deliver. And that starts now. So which is why, we're making phone calls to all of those voters to make sure that we continue to be in a relationship with them in Arizona, in Nevada, in West Virginia, in Colorado, in Georgia, and in my home state of Texas, because the work does not stop.
All right, so here's your chance. Look straight at the camera and address the 60,000 young Latinos who turn 18 every month and tell them why they have to register to vote and why they have to mobilize and vocalize.
This is our moment. We, so many of our ancestors, our tias, our moms, our grandparents have sacrificed so much so that we can have a chance to have it all. And all of this moment, it belongs to the young people, to those young people that have been fighting for climate justice, to the young people that I represent that have been fighting for immigrant justice, for the Black leaders on the ground that have been fighting in defense for Black lives. So if you ever asked yourselves what you would be doing in the 1960s if you were part of the civil rights movement, the answer is whatever it is that you're doing right now. So it's simple ask. If you are eligible to vote, you're 18, you're a U.S. citizen, please register to vote. But that's the first one. The second one is join our action. Text Here to Stay to 877-877 to ensure that we deliver for our family, for our loved ones, the future that we all deserve.
Greisa, loving your energy, loving the power that you emanate. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Thank you for bringing your message to Latina Leaders Summit today. Stay blessed, my friend.
Thank you so much. Te cuidas.
Igual.